King Charles, speechless as princess, and reveals Queen's important message about Catherine. She said, "What about Catherine?" That was King Charles's stunned reaction. According to insiders, when Princess Anne quietly pulled him aside and relayed one of the late Queen Elizabeth's final personal messages. Not about politics, not about tradition. But before we continue, please subscribe, like, share, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. About Catherine. Yes, that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, beloved by the public, admired across the world. In a family that rarely shows emotion, this moment was different. And what makes it even more compelling? It wasn't meant for the cameras. No press, no palace statement. Just one sister delivering her mother's words to a brother, words that left the king silent. But what did the Queen say? And why was this moment so powerful? Let's unravel the story piece by piece. The royals keep calm. Until they don't. It's no secret. The royal family lives by the motto, never complain, never explain. They're trained from birth to keep calm, smile, and wave, even when the media storms are relentless. So when Princess Anne, famously direct and unshakable, asked for a quiet word with King Charles, it wasn't business as usual. Insiders say the setting was a private drawing room, away from palace staff, and certainly not within earshot of reporters. And, known for her no-nonsense approach, didn't mince words. She told Charles that their mother, the Queen, had spoken to her privately just weeks before her passing. And it was about Catherine, not about her role, but about who she is. Curious yet? You should be. Because this wasn't just a casual compliment. What the Queen saw in Catherine that the world might have missed. According to Princess Anne, the Queen said something that floored both of them. She has the steel we need. Steel. Not grace. Not beauty. Not poise. All words often thrown at Catherine in the tabloids. Steel. The Queen, ever strategic, saw Catherine not just as a future queen consort, but as the steady anchor the family desperately needs. The quiet force behind William's composure. The bridge between the old guard and the modern monarchy. It wasn't praise. It was prophecy. And that's when King Charles reportedly stopped talking. He just sat there. Because for a man who grew up under the weight of the crown, knowing that his mother saw Catherine as the stabilizer for the future, that's not just touching. That's monumental. And it raises the question, what kind of strength has Catherine been showing behind closed doors? Catherine's quiet strength, more than meets the eye. Let's face it, being royal isn't just fancy dresses and waving from balconies. Catherine has walked through fire, tabloid madness from the moment she started dating William. A royal wedding watched by 2 billion people. Endless comparisons to Diana, Meghan, and everyone in between. And now, as she faces personal health challenges, she's still carrying herself with grace. Yet somehow, she never lashes out, never stumbles in public, never gives anyone the headline they're itching for. She's the eye of the storm. And that's exactly what the Queen saw. Can you imagine that pressure? The whole world watching your every move, waiting for you to slip up. And instead of cracking, you become the pillar everyone leans on. That's Catherine's kind of steel. Why the message mattered, and why it hit Charles so hard. So, why did this message from the Queen shake King Charles? Because it wasn't just about Catherine. It was about the monarchy's future. It was Queen Elizabeth, from beyond the grave, passing the baton in her own way, not through ceremony, but through trust. The Queen didn't hand out compliments casually. If she said Catherine has the steel to carry the family, she meant it. And for Charles, who has carried his own burdens as the heir and now the monarch, hearing that his mother believed in Catherine's strength meant one thing. He's not alone in holding it all together. It's a reminder that even behind the centuries of protocol, these are real people, real relationships, and moments like this shape everything. What happens next? Will this change how Charles leans on Catherine? Will we see her stepping into an even more central role? We already see signs of it. Her voice is becoming louder in mental health advocacy, children's development, and modernizing the crown's image. She's not just fulfilling royal duties. She's shaping what the monarchy becomes. And with the Queen's words echoing in Charles's mind, the stage may be set for a more visible, powerful Catherine than we've seen before. Is the royal family finally ready to let her lead? Final thoughts. What would you do with that kind of pressure? Let's flip this for a second. Imagine someone told your boss, your future boss's boss, that you are the steel that holds the company, the team, the family together. That kind of validation isn't just flattering, it's legacy-defining. So maybe the takeaway here isn't just about royals. It's about quiet leadership. It's about showing up with grace when it's easier to shout. It's about choosing dignity, even when the spotlight is harsh. And maybe, just maybe, it's about how we all have more steel in us than we think. What do you think the Queen saw in Catherine? Drop your thoughts below. Share this with someone who could use a little reminder that quiet strength still changes the world.